Night Patrol is playing in theaters right now. Now, this one stars Justin Long and even has WWE wrestler or wrestling superstar CM Punk. But he goes by his government name in this one as Phil Brooks because he probably didn't want WWE taking a piece of his money. So I don't blame him. But anyhow, though, this one's a pretty simple story, though. It's about a special police unit called, or who normally work at night, and, hence the Night Patrol name. Anyways, though, and only the few are invited to partake, though. Justin Long's character is trying to join the team. Meanwhile, his partner, who he rides with, played by Jermaine Fowler, seems to the two seem to get along pretty well. But Jermaine's brother is a gang member, and the Night Patrol wants to kill him for a few reasons. The biggest is because he saw them kill somebody in cold blood. Speaking of blood, the the Night Patrol, they are vampires. Cop vampires, police vampires, and makes sense why they're called the Night Patrol, since that's when they go out and hunt. Now, overall, this movie was pretty good. It was okay. I'm gonna kind of walk through it. So, but the thing is, the movie in some ways, it had some inconsistencies though. Still trying to figure out if Justin Long's character was a good or bad guy, because the dude was all over the place when it comes to like who he attacks. I don't know. It's really strange. But there's also a character reveal in the movie that seemed to be a surprise to nobody else except the one guy who had no clue that he's connected to the person, though, and who was basically running the whole night thing, the night team at the Night Patrol the whole time and whatnot. It's weird. It's like everyone knew except for this person, though. So I don't want to spoil anything, though, but it was just kind of confusing, though, because they got the big reveal. So you're like, oh, okay, fine. He is who he is, right? And then it's like, yeah, he's been in the whole time. What are you talking about? And it's just, I don't know. It was really strange. But anyways, though, a little confusing, though. But I'll say this, though. The movie itself, though, for sure was very relevant and topical movie, though, as it kind of shows how cops treat folks in the inner city, black folks and, black folks and brown folks unfairly, though. And they even come up with a gang unit that specifically hunts them down. It shows the way folks are mistreated by these cops, which is some shit that happens in real life, though. So, like I said, the topical thing and whatnot, so, and very relevant to present time and even the past, right? But something cool they added to this was that they used they used to fight against these vamp cops. Something they used to fight against them was like this ancient African nastiness, though, dude, like from the ancestors that could ward off vampires, though. Very primitive like stuff, though, but very effective, though. And I thought that was really cool, though. A lot of movies always have, like, those ancient artifacts, to fight off, zombies or whatever it may be, right? It come from Rome or Ireland or wherever it is. You know what I'm saying, though? Whatever country that, pass on to generations to whoop ass, right? So it's nice to see, like, some black nastiness, though, dude. So represent. I'm happy about that. And on that note, though, you were dealing with vampires, right? But there is a scene. There's a scene where one of them is actually walking around in broad daylight. So I was a little confused for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is he not burning up, dude? What's happening? Then I started to kind of think, though. I was like, well, maybe the whole vampire thing was more of a metaphor, for how corruption is sucking the life, out of the black community, our black and brown community, and that, that kind of makes sense if that's the message. If that's the message, then yeah, I'm good with it, though. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. I saw this twice because I just had to make sure. I was like, let me just double check and make sure how I feel about it. So overall, I'll say this, though. I enjoyed it. Plenty of blood and death scenes to go around for sure, dude. Some pretty violent death sequences, dude. And like I said, some very relevant stuff, too, so that's good. I think it's well worth the watch, though, is what I'm trying to say. I think the message may go over some people's head, like it almost did mine. But like I said, I enjoyed it, though. So, yeah. I guess some people check it out at your own risk, though, but if you don't mind a movie with a message and stuff, I say check it out. I thought it was good. Now, I also recommend you watch another movie with a message that came out years ago called The People Under the Stairs. When Fool breaks into the home of his family's landlords, he discovers that they have mutilated several boys and kept them imprisoned under stairs. As Fool attempts to flee, he meets their daughter, Alice. Can Fool and Alice escape? Another deep cut, dude. This one actually comes from Wes Craven, and this movie deserved more love than it got. I think it did pretty decent at the box office, though, but this one's, this is, to me personally, this is a classic one that he made, though. I love this shit a lot. Another cool thing about this one is you can almost look at this like it's an urban version of Alice in Wonderland, Anyone who's seen the movie, I think you know what I'm saying. If you think about it hard enough, though, dude, it kind of has that feel as well, though. But yeah. Anyhow, though, yeah. Check that one out, dude. It's available on YouTube. But anyhow, though, that's all for today. Stay nasty, my friends, and I will see you at the next one. Shay Nasty out.
I'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.